Hi, friends. I'm Amber. If you don't know me, the last couple weeks, my husband and I have been doing videos for our 4-year-old class at church. So I'm going to try really hard not to talk to you like you're 4 years old right now. But I can't promise you anything, so please bear with me. I was praying about what the Lord would have me share with you, and almost immediately He gave me a Bible verse, and that's Isaiah 43:19, actually 18 and 19. It says, "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." And, normally I feel like I'm a pretty even-keeled kind of person. At least I think I am. Might not be accurate, but the last few weeks, oh my goodness, I feel like I've been all over the place. I've been up and down, and the Lord has just met me in each one of those moments with a word to encourage my spirit, or with wisdom or guidance or conviction when there needed to be conviction. And He has been faithful through all of it. And at the beginning of this, I remember Aaron Sabio mentioned that it's kind of like a forced Sabbath. And I thought that was such a beautiful picture of what was taking place in the church, and such a good opportunity for us to enter into the Lord's rest and just spend time with Him. The last couple days, I have been thinking about it and feeling like it's kind of like a forced fast. And fasts are really hard. And I was thinking about Jesus when He was fasting and the enemy came in with his lies. And He does that with us. He comes in and He creeps in and tries to steal what the Lord would do during that time. And so my encouragement to you, ladies, is that you would press into the Lord and you would not be afraid of whatever it is that He wants to do in you. It's okay that He's doing a new thing. I know for me, I don't want to miss out on what the Lord wants to do in me and how He wants to make me look more like Jesus. And I don't want to miss out on how He might use me. And just one more thing. I've had this book for years, and it's been sitting on my shelf, and it's like this tiny little book. I have never read it, but God is so good with His timing, because He knew that I would need to be reading this now during this time. Just two things I want to point out to you from this book. One is a Bible verse. It's 2 Corinthians 11:3. It says, "I am afraid, lest as the serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, your mind should be led astray from the simplicity and purity of devotion to Christ." And I do believe that in our normal, hectic, busy, loud lives, that is something that happens far too easily. We forget the simplicity and purity of our devotion to Christ. And then the book goes on to say, "In solitude, struggles occur that no one else knows about. Inner battles are fought here that seldom become fodder for sermons or illustrations for books. God, who probes our deepest thoughts during protracted segments of solitude, opens our eyes to things that need attention. It is here He makes us aware of those things we try to hide from others." It says solitude has been called the furnace of transformation. And it talks a lot about developing that ability to hear the still small voice of God. And I think that right now we have an amazing opportunity to develop that ability and to hone in on it more, to press into the Lord and allow Him to do what He wants to do in us, all for His glory. And I really believe that when we come out of this, that us as individuals and us as the body of Christ, we're going to look very different than when we came into it and before we were in this. And that's a beautiful thing. And I'm excited for the work that the Lord is doing and I don't want to miss out on anything that He has for me. And I don't want you to miss out on anything that He has for you. And I'm just praying for you guys, and I love you. And hopefully, I'll see you soon.